Hello YouTube, LJ Draco here. Yes, I was going to record on my different camera, and I was going to record on my microphone, my professional microphone. But the issue with doing that at the moment is I'm just going to alternate between cameras and different setups. See, the problem is, as I'm using the computer at the moment, it's hard to use my microphone because my microphone's on a separate stand and I have to have it in front of me. So I'm sitting quite far back and I'm not near the computer, which I need access to at the moment. So at the moment it's just the headset, but it's the good camera. It's the camera that I know a lot of people can tell the difference that much between quality. Hopefully you guys can. Anyway, let's just get into this. This is the first video out of a couple I'm doing. This video is a tag video that me and a good YouTuber and good friend, Blu-Ray ANARCHY, have come up with, which is called Original versus Remake / Reboot. So what it is originally it was going to be just horrors. I think that's what we were talking about. And then we realised that there are certain people out there who don't watch horrors or don't really enjoy horrors or haven't seen the remakes or reboots of certain ones. So he decided that to make it fair to everyone else, it's just original versus reboot remakes. That way there's a whole bunch of different varieties of categories you can choose from, you know, and it makes it fairer to other people to join in with the tag video anyway. And we were talking about this for a couple of days straight. He's a good YouTuber, a good friend. So yeah, we decided to do this together and start it out. Okay, so if you want to check out his tag response, it'll be over on Blu-Ray ANARCHY's channel anyway. Link will be in the description below. I got to choose 2 picks. So mine's on horror, and his was on horror. We decided that what we'd do is we'd just choose 3 directors. Randomly choose 1 director, and we have to do a remake and the original or the reboot thing from that director only. So if you want to see his choices in his video, go and check it out on his channel. Mine, I chose Wes Craven. So I got Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, versus the reboot. Or remake. I don't know which one it is. I'm pretty sure it's a remake. I think reboot's when they're planning to like reboot the whole franchise. They're planning to make more than just the one of them. I think. I may be wrong. So I'm pretty sure it's just like a remake. Yeah. So So basically, I was just going to check something very quickly. That's why I moved away. So yeah, basically it's the original Wes Craven. Nightmare on Elm Street versus the produced by Michael Bay Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, so you know, this isn't a review. This is just what's better and what's not. So I'm going to give a couple of points from each movie, and you know, see how we go from there. Now, basically, in the original Nightmare on Elm Street, obviously Freddy Krueger was played by Robert Englund. I think it was the first appearance of Johnny Depp, if I'm not mistaken. Now back then, you know, I mean, obviously I didn't see it when it originally first came out, but I got to see it. From the age of 5 growing up, I watched nothing but horrors with my family. And, you know, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street. It was a pretty good film, from what I remember, and I've seen it a couple of times in my adulthood. I remember that it was quite scary, you know, the idea of this burnt man with a handful of knives being quite terrifying. His Christmas sweater wasn't exactly that terrifying, but and his fedora. But he was terrifying back then because, in fairness, like back then, you know, costumed villains instead of any CGI or graphically designed, it was obviously more scary because it looked more realistic. That was the whole point. The story about him and Nancy was just amazing back then, you know, like the I don't know why, but it just worked as an incredible horror movie. Now, there is something of a kind of pattern with remake and rebooted horrors is, I'm not gonna tell a lie. I don't particularly mind the remake of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Do I like who they got to play Freddy Krueger? No, I don't. Only reason I don't like who they got to play Freddy Krueger is because if you see who he is, he plays Rorschach in Watchmen. And after liking him a lot in Watchmen and then seeing him play Freddy, it just didn't work. I don't know what it was, but I didn't feel... Because you'd heard him use the voice as Rorschach. So when you're watching Freddy, Nightmare on Elm Street, you see the new Freddy and you hear the same voice, you don't think, oh, Freddy, you go, oh, isn't that Rorschach from Watchmen? So you kind of lose the magic from behind the voice, whereas Robert Englund is just amazing. His voice, his style, his acting skills are amazing. And the worst bit was, the thing about Robert's Nightmare on Elm Street playing Freddy was basically he made the character scary but in a funny and sadistic way, whereas the Rorschach Freddy Krueger tried to just make it purely sadistic, and it kind of lost the amazement of the original, which I know most remakes and reboots do anyway, but it did lose a lot from it. The only thing I like about the main thing I like about the reboot remake is that you get to learn more about who Freddy Krueger was. You got to learn about who Freddy Krueger, like what he did, why he did it, and you kind of learn a lot more from the remake reboot. Same goes for a lot of these remake reboots. You learn more from the newer ones than you would from the originals. But the good thing about the originals was that we didn't need to know. No one cared about who Freddy really was and why he was doing what he was doing, because in the end, he cared about Freddy. He wanted Freddy to just stop. But it was, you know, so it kind of hit and miss. If I had a choice of sitting down and watching the original and the remake, it would be the original hands down. Johnny Depp's character in it is just as amazing as everyone else. But there's just something amazingly, like a good, amazing feel to the original Nightmare on Elm Street. It was more blood, guts and gory, it was more horrifying, but it also made you laugh in certain points. Me and my friend DJ, if he's watching this, he'll see and he'll know. Me and him laugh at the bit when, like, Nancy's having the dream, she's at school, and you see her friend in the plastic bag, and like the legs just lift up and then get dragged down the hallway. We don't know why, but we laugh so much at that scene. We don't know why it's so funny, but we just do. It's so good. Oh, it's hilarious. But if I was to say who would win the original / remake reboot, it's got to be Wes Craven. He was a fantastic, legendary horror writer and director. Whatever else he did it well. In fairness, it just seemed they copied way too many elements from the original to make the remake. And in fairness, I don't like, if you're gonna make a remake or a reboot, try and make it as different as possible, but with some similar aspects. Not completely similar as possible with some different aspects. Because we don't want to see the exact same movie that we've already seen, just more modern, like they've done with the new It, which I've seen by the trailer. And the only reason I haven't done a trailer reaction to the new It is because, one, I've not seen the original It all the way through. I've only seen the first half an hour. But I've watched the original It trailer years ago, and then I watched this side-by-side trailer for the It movies, and they are exactly the same movie, just more modern. And I don't find interest in that. I don't find it scary. I don't find it terrifying. I don't think it's going to be worth watching because it just makes no sense to me. And, you know, it's the same goes for this. It's like, the new one was a one-off watch for me. Like, I watched ages ago. I watched it. I was like, okay, this is okay. And I put the original one in straight afterwards, and I just wanted to watch that one again. Just how amazing it was. So, in this original versus remakes, reboots, the original hits it hard with a big whopping 10, and this remake I'd give about a 2. So that's what this video is all about, basically. But as it's a tag video, I have to tag someone. I'm gonna tag 2 people. And then I'm gonna find out if it's okay to tag 2 people or 1 person. I'm gonna tag 2 people. I'm gonna tag channel Donstar for a fact, because the fact that he tagged me in his tag video about TV shows. I only want to show respect and tag him as well and see what he thinks. And I'm also gonna tag my partner, which is Spiral Movie Collector. She's new to movies on YouTube. Like she's not done that many movie related videos. She's only done a few, but she wants to join our community. It's taken me about 3 years to get her to try and have the encouragement and the bravery to join our community. And now that she has, I mean, I want her to do it. I want to say thank you to Blu-Ray Anarchy, purely for the fact that, him talking to me about making this tag and saying he wants me to be a part of it. Thank you, mate. Everyone's channel, sorry, that I've mentioned, everyone's channel that I have mentioned in this video, your links will be in the description below, so people can go check out your channels. So Blu-Ray Anarchy, Mental Movie Man, Spiral Movie Collector, and channel Donstar. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to add in a little thing quickly. My mate, Mental Movie Man, who I mentioned earlier, he gave me a free Blu-ray last night when I was staying at his house. He gave me this movie called Street Fighter Assassin's Fist. It came with a slipcover, but the slipcover's over there because I had to take it off because I was trying it out earlier in the Blu-ray player. And he said I could have it because he was going to try and pick up a copy today. Again, but he couldn't find one, but he said it was okay, so I could still keep it. So thank you for that. At some point in the future, I probably will do a review on it. But thank you for giving me that, mate. So, as I said, all the channels I've mentioned in this video, links will be in the description below. Anyway, that is the end of this video. If you enjoy these videos and previous videos, please show your support by clicking that like button down below. And if you're new to my channel, I've only seen a couple of my videos, show your support by clicking that subscribe button as well. I'd surely appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.